Welcome to Kimmy's Collective. I'm Kim. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm doing a love reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My readings are timeless, so whenever you find this reading is the perfect time for you. And please feel free to reverse the roles as you see fit. But don't try to make a message fit. If it's not your message, it's not your message, okay? Let's get started. I pre-shuffled the decks, and the bottom of this deck is Stress. That is the Seven of Wands. This guy is like the Seven of Wands in the traditional deck. He's on top of a hill. He's got like 6 other wands coming at him, and he's defending his ground, taking care of his territory. And you see this person is on that little balloon, doing exactly that. He's juggling, playing music, and got all these things going on. And there's that one little monkey that's down there about to pop his everything. So he's got a lot to deal with, a whole lot to deal with, under a lot of stress, trying to keep everything going. Let's see what else we get. What else for Cancer? We have maturity. So we've got the little monkey being, very childish, and then we have maturity, which is the Ace of Pentacles. That is a brand new, grounded, stable offer, a whole new beginning. All right, maybe that's after that stress balloon got popped. What else? We have laziness. This is 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. But this guy's wishes are fulfilled, and he's just kicked back, doing absolutely nothing. I guess he feels like because everything is going his way, there's no work to be done, that all they got to do now is kick back. But if you look closely, you'll see the foundation that he's sitting on is cracking. I don't know if you can make it out, but he is not on a firm foundation, and he needs to get up and do something. He's being deemed as pretty lazy with his actions. And let's move this over a little bit. The last energy is the Dream. This is 6 of Cups. That is thinking of something from the past, a loving memory from the past. In this case, she's looking at a romantic partner. It's like that is her dream. That would be her wish come true. And she feels kind of like down and out because that's not there for her. All right. I got a little itch. Ugh. Okay. And the new bottom is letting go. So definitely you need to let go of the stress of the situation. There is something that needs to be done. I'm sorry, this is rude, but I gotta do it. I can't do the whole video. Okay, so let's look at maturity. Let's find out what needs to be done. You start out with stress and you move towards maturity on something. So something happened in between that. We have cycles ending. Makes sense. So some cycles closed. Cycles have closed, bringing you into some sort of new beginning. Definitely a different way to look at the stress. We have the Hermit. You could have gone within and gained some enlightenment about your stressful situation, figuring out how to let go, how to deal with it, how to be more mature in dealing with the situation. We have the heartache. 3 of Swords with the Queen of Cups. So sounds to me that there is definitely a broken heart in here. Maybe you were like trying to bring home the bacon fried up in the pan and then go on and please your man or your girl or however you want to do that. But someone's had to go within after. So I'm thinking that that is probably what happened between the stress and the maturity. I believe you are beginning to come to terms with what happened, whatever happened. 6 of Wands and the Fool. And you've done so, you've healed, you've done so victoriously. So much so, maybe people knew. I mean, this person is so stressed out. I'm sure they are not the only ones that knew that they were in that kind of energy. I'm sure others have seen it. And now they're seeing you moving forward from all that successfully. There's the leap of faith, and then the tower on the old situation comes down. So you ended those cycles, no longer dealing with that. Now you're like at a stalemate, probably figuring, okay, what's next? What's next on my agenda? Put down all those burdens. Now you're sitting still. Maybe this is a much needed break, break from thinking about situations. What else? We have collaboration with Three of Pentacles. We have picking a new path with the Two of Wands, and finding it with the Ace of Wands. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles up top, and now you've got the Ace of Wands here. So you got some new beginnings happening. And we have the Knight of Wands. So maybe this is where you find your adventure. Maybe you embark on some kind of something, maybe girl trip or guy trip or something. It's that passion. This is all about passion, going after, working with people that maybe have the same passion as you. And then we have the mind manipulation. What's that about? It's happening again. So there is some sort of manipulation going on even in this situation with all this passion. It seems like you have found someone to collaborate with as far as going and doing things that are exciting for you, that light you up. And this has to do with an independent energy now, being independent. But we have the manipulation. Why is the manipulation here? Guarding a relationship, put the boundaries up, and moving forward. Second chance. So this could be the person that you left behind. I feel like they are popping back in, now that you're free and single, popping back in to see if maybe they can come back in and manipulate you some more. Come back in and probably manipulate you some more, a little bit more. See if they can manipulate you possibly back into another relationship, but they see you have your boundaries up and you're continuing to move forward. But they want to see if they can get a second chance with you. They want to try that again. But you have matured. You've moved past all the stress of all that situation. You have let go. Yeah, you have let go. Bottom of the deck is reciprocity. You're not going to move into another situation where that doesn't exist. So apparently this is where things were with this other person. You probably weren't getting what you needed out of this relationship. So let's look at laziness. Laziness has a whole new meaning for me now. Maybe this person was just lazy in the relationship, and you were doing all the nurturing with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So let's see what else. You were their wish fulfillment. You were their Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Maybe this was a financial thing. Maybe that is why they're trying to snoop back around a little bit here. Seeing things differently, but not knowing what move to make. So they're trying to figure something out, how to get back into you. Secrets. Going within. It's almost giving me like a plotty kind of vibe. Like they're going within to think of ways to get back in, because they see you differently now. Maybe you have showed them something with the new you coming out, and they want a piece of that action because you're the wish fulfillment. There's that devil energy, though. They have not changed. They're still in the devil's energy. They still keep secrets. They could still ghost. They could still leave you stagnant, not knowing what's going on. I think this energy made you look at your relationship way differently, which is why you've moved forward. What else? Moving away, collaboration, and ending old cycles. So I think when you left, you met somebody else and completely put the kibosh on the old situation. You're good and done. You're all right. Intuition, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you know that is not where a loving experience is going to happen for you. You knew that you needed to take that cup and pour it on yourself, or drink it, or take a bath in it, or whatever, but it was meant for you. No more conflict. Bottom of the deck, success. Excuse me. You are being recognized and noticed for whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you got out of this one situation and now you're in a spot where everybody can see you, and they can see how much better you look, how much better you seem to feel, like you're a completely different person since you took that leap of faith. Because you're getting a second chance at your life. Okay, so let's find out what the dream is. Or someone is fantasizing about possibly a relationship. And this could be your person. This is the Six of Cups. We have Three of Wands awaiting results. So they may be waiting for you to reach out to them. Maybe they feel like you're going to miss them in a minute, and it's not happening. It appears you're doing okay. You're finding others to collaborate. I'm not saying that anything is oh so serious, but I think you found others to talk to go places with, to date. We have Death in the reverse. So something has not transformed. We have the Divine Feminine, the Empress, in reverse. So that's something that is not a nurturing situation. They are now dealing with this kind of energy from you. You have walked away from the conflict that this situation brought on. And now you're doing your own thing on your own, by yourself. Second chance. Was that the second or third time? I think it's the second time. But like I said, there is a new opportunity. But this person wants a second chance with you. They're hoping for, you know, a do-over. But they're in that devil energy. It's not going to go. That's why the Empress is turned over. You're not dealing with this anymore. You're good on your own. Five of Cups. And this is like bringing up old wounds for them. I'm sure this is not something, this behavior is not something that they just tried on you. They have probably been like this throughout, you know, their dating career. But by you walking away, and you might have been the one, by you walking away, you're drumming up old wounds for them. Things they've gone through. Let's see what else we get. Eight of Wands, communication. Six of Pentacles, I'm getting there. I'm going to talk about doing better, being honest with you and giving equally. Queen of Cups, they missed you. They missed that nurturing. Ace of Cups, they're going to offer a whole new beginning for you. But you know that if you do, this is going to put you in your head. You're going to go back to constantly worrying about what they're doing, who they're doing it with, why they're doing it, and what did you do wrong? When it starts becoming, you know, getting on you, to where you start feeling bad about yourself. Three of Wands again, awaiting results. So in the near future, I see them coming to you, coming towards you with an offer. But I got a feeling with the Nine of Swords, you're probably like, let me think about this. And that's where you go into your anxiety. And they're kickback waiting for you to get back to them. This could be where Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior, trials and tribulations. They are trying to hang in there to see what you're going to say. if you're going to reciprocate, because you are their wish fulfillment. Once again, Six of Swords. They feel like their life will get back to being in the Nine of Cups, where all their wishes are fulfilled when they get back to you. They are completely attracted to you. They want to collab with you again, and they want to bring some stability to this situation. But I got a feeling, I have a feeling that you're not going to go for it with the Ten of Swords here. And we have the Page of Cups. I don't feel that you believe that they can offer you enough. And it's not like you need oh so much. You're just asking for the bare minimum. But, you know, they do have this laziness card. You know, they like maybe put it down once and it was great. And now they feel like they don't have to do anything anymore. It's just my analogy. It's not necessarily your situation, but I'm saying it's like one and done kind of thing. That's how I'm feeling about this. So yeah, you're seeing them differently. You're looking at them way differently from a long time ago when you guys first got together. So let's see what you need to know going forward, because I don't believe you're going to do anything with this person. Let's see what you need to... Actually, let's see what they want you to know. What do they have to say? Soulmate. You guys could be soulmates. You guys could be down here to learn these lessons, to do these things to one another, and, you know, drive each other crazy just so you can learn some lessons. Now, you gotta remember, in 3D, we're just here to learn some lessons for whatever reason up there. So it is kind of like a video game. But anyway, let's see. I don't know what I want. They are far behind you in the healing area. I'm working up the courage to contact you. That is coming. You inspire me in so many ways. Yeah. I mean, because you packed up, you didn't fall down, you didn't crumble, you didn't lay down and die. Oh no. I feel empty without you. Water under the bridge. They want you to just like forget about it. You know, like that happened. I'm sorry. Let me come back, kind of thing, without any kind of healing or anything. I'm filled with regret. Well, I bet you are. Passion and desire. They have passion and desire for you, but they still have growing to do. Please forgive them, and they need some more time. Bottom of the deck is our story is not over yet. So like I said, yes, they're coming back. So now let's see what you need to know going forward. A higher plan. A higher plan is unfolding for you beyond what you can consciously comprehend. This divine design is perfectly aligned to support your growth as an individual as well as the harmony of the collective. So like I said, everything is happening for a reason. There are reasons that we don't know. But the only thing you can do is go with your gut, use your intuition, and what you feel inside of you. If your breath is catching up and it's probably not a good thing. You know, if you feel sick in your stomach thinking about it, or you just, oh, I wish that hadn't happened, or this is not the place for you. It's time to continue forward. So let's get a little piece of advice. Profound healing. This says, you're entering a period of deep soul restoration where many buried emotions and wounds are being brought to the surface. Multiple transformations. Am I still out? I'm out. Okay. Multiple transformations are weaving through your life. Release resistance and allow these transformations to permeate every cell of your being. Only in full acceptance does true recovery begin. All right. So now I'm going to wrap it up with a card of guidance from the Goddess Power Oracle deck. Bottom of the deck is Creative Spark with Bridget. It's always good to stay creative. That's where all your passions are. You get things done. That's that lower region of the chakras. All right. I'm going to take that one and put these back. So Saraswati with Mastery. and Hera with Alliance at the bottom of the deck. So your card is number 44, Saraswati with Mastery. Beautiful card. I'm happy with this one. You can see everything so much better now with this layout. Okay. Anywho, yes. Number 44. Let's see what the goddess wants you to know. Saraswati, Mastery. Mastery is a genuine sense of effortless knowledge after a period of dedicated immersion. And you were definitely immersed. I feel like that just your person at the bottom of the card with the pen getting ready to pop the balloon so you can fall. Okay. The Hindu goddess Saraswati asks you to enter her domain of art, language, knowledge, music, and poetry, and make this commitment to go the distance. Immerse yourself, body, mind, and spirit in discovering all aspects of what is at hand. Learn and then learn more. Right now, if you adopt the role of an apprentice and are willing to devote your heart and mind to something, you will become a true master. Deep wisdom knows only continuous learning. No matter what question you've come to explore, the goddess Saraswati reminds you that the pursuit of mastery is never ending. So enjoy every minute of it. Now, your alignment message is, are you someone who begins things with great enthusiasm, but when you realize the scope of the situation, you move on to something else? Could it be you're dealing with someone like this? Ambivalence is something to be careful of at this time. And that's that card. As you recognize you need more knowledge and energy than what you have to move forward competently. The goddess Saraswati reminds you that there are no shortcuts on this journey, and partial knowledge does not make you a master. In fact, your alignment task is to stop working in a scattered way. It's time for some deep diving into the subject of your inquiry to really get a command of the terrain. Offer the commitment of your time and energy, and you will feel the surge of power as you move into a more masterful role in all areas of your life. Stick with it. Keep learning and keep practicing your craft, your heart commitment, your meditation, and your self-expression. I almost said depression. Your self-expression. Stay present to it all, and you will be glad you did. All right, that was perfect. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you, but most of all, I hope it helps you in some way. So if you like these messages, please hit the like, subscribe, and share, and leave me some comments. So until the next time, I'll see you then. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye.